Dear friend, welcome to the video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to derive the capacitance and resistance expressions of the parallel plate capacitor. While before going to derive those expressions, we have to keep certain points in our mind. The first point is we have to select the proper coordinate system. The second point is we have to assume that the conducting plates of the capacitor are carrying plus Q and minus Q charges respectively. The third one is by using the Coulomb's law or Gauss law, we have to find E, and later we have to compute V by using V equal to minus integral E bar dot dl bar. The fourth one, finally we can get the expression for C by using the ratio of absolute value of the charge to the absolute value of voltage applied. And here we have to neglect the negative sign as we are very much interested in the absolute value of the capacitance only. Now we will see how to derive the capacitance and resistance expressions of the parallel plate capacitor. So first we consider the Cartesian coordinate system, and we also consider two parallel plates. And the surface area of the parallel plates we consider as S, and the upper plate having the positive charge, that is plus Q, and the bottom plate is having the negative charge, that is minus Q. And these two plates are separated by a distance d here. The material between these two plates is a homogeneous dielectric material and whose permittivity is epsilon. And for analysis purpose, we consider the Cartesian coordinate system, and here we have considered the x-axis there, which is normal to the parallel plate capacitor. And the bottom plate is at 0 now, and the upper plate is at the distance d. Now the flux lines are generated as plus and they terminate on minus. So they generate on plus and they terminate on minus. Okay, right. So point 1, we consider the Cartesian coordinate system here, and point 2, we consider the plates are carrying the positive charge and negative charge. Point 3, by using Gauss law or even Coulomb's law, we have to find the value of E bar, that is expression of E bar, right? So in order to do that, we have the concept of electric field intensity due to an infinite sheet of charge. There we have E bar as rho s by 2 epsilon. Here we have two plates, such kind of two plates we have. So rho s by 2 epsilon plus rho s by 2 epsilon, we get rho s by epsilon finally, rho s by epsilon. And the direction of electric field lines will be always normal to the plates what we consider there. So here it is AN bar. Okay, now according to this structure, whatever we see the direction of the flux electric field lines, they are generating on plus and they are terminating on minus. And if we look at the direction of the flux lines in the capacitor, they will be in opposite direction to the positive x-axis. So in that case, what we can consider is we will be go for rho s by epsilon, then minus of ax bar we will take, right? So this is the expression of E bar. Now the fourth point is by using V equal to minus of integral E bar dot dl bar, we have to find the expression of V, right? So here minus, then integration E bar we already obtained, that is rho s by epsilon, then it is minus of ax bar, then dot, the dl bar will be written in terms of Cartesian coordinate system as to match this one. So dx x bar we will be writing here. Now in order to see the integration limits, okay, so we depend on the direction of the flux. So the flux is generating at plus and they are terminating on minus. That means they are coming from the upper plate to the lower plate, that is from d to 0. So here we will be write it is d to 0. Okay, now the dot product between two similar unit vectors will be always 1, since we can write here since AX bar dot AX bar will be always 1. So in this case, we can write minus of D2 integration D to 0, then it is rho s by epsilon. Then here we have minus AX bar dot AX bar gives us 1. So minus dx we get here. So minus minus plus, no need to worry. And here rho s is a constant, epsilon is also a constant. Then integration d to 0, then it is dx. Now v equal to rho s by epsilon, then integration dx is x and the limits will be d to 0. So when we substitute that, we get rho s by epsilon. Now in place of x we substitute 0, then it is 0, then minus we get d. So here we write minus of d. So therefore we can write minus of rho s d by epsilon. Also we know that this rho s is nothing but the charge per unit surface area or area, right? Coulomb per meter square we will be writing. Just substitute that. So minus of q by s, then it is d by epsilon. So we can write this one as minus of qd by epsilon s, which is equal to v. Taking this v towards this side and taking the remaining terms toward that side. So what do we get is epsilon s by d equal to minus of q by v. Since we know that c equal to q by v and the values that we consider should be absolute values. So here if we consider the absolute values, then what do we get is epsilon s by d equal to absolute value of the charge q, then absolute value of the v, which is equal to c. Therefore c equal to epsilon s by d. So this is the capacitance expression of the parallel plate capacitor and the units will be farads. So here epsilon is the permittivity of the medium used between the plates, s is the surface area of the plates, and d is the distance between the plates. Now we have to find out what could be the resistance of the parallel plate capacitor in this case. The product of the resistance and capacitance will be the ratio of epsilon to the sigma. So here we need to find out R. Take the C towards right side in the denominator, then we get epsilon by sigma C. So here epsilon by sigma, C is epsilon s by d here. So epsilon get cancelled and we left over with d by sigma s. So therefore R equal to d by sigma s. So this is the resistance of the parallel plate capacitor and the units will be in ohm. I hope you understood the concept of deriving the expression of capacitance and resistance of a parallel plate capacitor in this video lecture. If you feel this video lecture is informative, please do like, comment, share and subscribe my channel for more technical content. Thank you for watching.